What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Motorhead YouTube channel. Unfortunately, guys, I have some bad news. I did wreck my Honda S2000. As you can see, it's very beat up right now. But luckily, guys, it could have been a lot worse. You know, thankfully, I'm okay. That's all that matters. And now we want to actually dig into it because it's kind of bad that it happened, but I just want to get over it and get it repainted. So I need to dig into this front end. As you can see, the bumper is pretty messed up. I flew off the road and went through a ditch. And there was a barbed wire fence and it scratched up the entire car. So every panel needs paint. Unfortunately, it's not too bad. There are a couple of little dents. What I'm really worried about is this side right here because this headlight is sunk in. And I'm hoping these headlights aren't broken because these headlights are like $450 a piece. I did order a brand new bumper from the dealer. It's an OEM bumper, same lip. I'm gonna go with the exact same look. I'm gonna delete these holes. So I'm gonna dig into this front end and see the extent of the damage. All right, guys, so a little damage report. Honestly, it's not as bad as I had thought. This headlight bracket did get a little beat up, but I have another one of those. Not worried about it. Everything under here looks fine. Fender liners are fine. This undercar shield is fine. This piece is fine, which is very nice because these parts add up really quickly. This piece is broken, beat up a little. This is from, I don't know how that happened, but that's gonna have to be replaced. No big deal, just unbolts there, comes right off. And unfortunately, as I suspected, my headlight did break. As you can see right here, this is the tab where it was sagging and it goes on just like that. Honestly, not a bad damage because it could have actually cracked the lens or something. Luckily, we got away with just a little tab broken off. I can fix this very easily with the plastic welder like we did Vlad's CR bumper, and it'll hold nicely. So thankfully that didn't break. We're gonna just hide that piece and fix it later. But I'm gonna continue digging into it. Probably need to give it a wash because as you can see, it is very filthy. Got a lot of dirt on it and it did scratch up this rim. As you can see, it's pretty beat up. I'm thinking I'm just gonna take all 4 rims off. I don't wanna go through painting them again. I'm just gonna get them sandblasted and powder coated. And I'm gonna go bronze on the rims. Repaint these Brembos yellow. I also ordered some coilovers for it. So we're gonna get perfect fitment. And also, since I have to repaint it, I'm going to roll these quarters because it was rubbing pretty bad. So I was worried I'd mess up the paint, but now I guess it don't really matter. The paint is ruined. So I'm gonna roll these quarters, get it all painted. It's honestly not that bad. It just needs a lot of TLC. I'm gonna have to sand a lot of this down with the 180. And throw primer over it, and then we'll just give it a full respray. But there were some imperfections I wasn't happy with, so this gives me the opportunity to fix them. Honestly, I'm just kind of looking at the bright side of things, considering I could have gotten hurt really badly, but moving right along. So let's go ahead and pull this thing out, and I'm gonna give it a nice wash. That way I can see all the damage. All right, so here it is out in the sun. Also, it did rip my brand new soft top. Kind of unfortunate. It's not that bad right there. I don't even think it leaks. The worst damage is right here. Scratched it up, which sucks, man. This is a brand new soft top. It looked super nice, but I am getting a carbon fiber hard top. So Like I said, we're just looking at it on the bright side. This did get scratched up. Luckily, it didn't even mess up my seal or my window. I don't know how. Like, there's literally a dent there. This is tore up pretty badly, and there's dents everywhere, and the windshield is literally perfectly fine, which I'm really happy with that, you know. There's a lot less parts that I'd have to buy. You know, I honestly expected it to be worse when I got out of the car, but luckily it's not that bad. So let's go ahead and get this thing washed, and we'll go from there. All right, I got the car pulled inside, and as you can see, now that it's all cleaned up, that the damage really isn't that bad. It's just a couple of scratches. It will need 180 and primer, but this car is overheating for some reason, and it did leak out a lot of fluid after the wreck, so we're gonna bleed the system and get it running nice. That way we can drive it around and we're fixing it.
So first of all, we're gonna want to install this here.
Vlad was actually having issues with his car overheating. Isn't there like some sort of way you're supposed to do it with these cars?
Yeah, better show you how. Alright, that's good. So that blood now start it up.
All right, guys, so unfortunately, I know this is not the S2000 update you guys wanted. You know, I was actually really rushed this car to get it done because I wanted to drive it. Due to mechanical failure, you know, I lost control of it, flew off the road, and went into the ditch through a barbed wire fence. Honestly, it could have been a lot worse because I went through the other lane. You know, there could have been a car there, and there was a tree right next to where I wrecked. So I'm really optimistic with the damage because it's not that bad. There's not really anything structurally destroyed. So this is gonna be a piece of cake. We're just gonna do the body work on it, get it in primer, throw a new paint job on it. I actually wanna go with a more expensive clear coat on it. So it's all good. We're gonna get it repainted and nice. I got a brand new bumper from the dealership. You know, I wanted it to fit very nicely. Plus it was only $300, which isn't bad. And then I got that original splitter that I got the first time because obviously it ripped it off and destroyed it. And this lip I don't know, probably gonna mold this lip because it fits very badly. And as you can see from the original bumper, the lip was molded and it looks super nice, which it held up pretty nicely for that kind of hit. So we're gonna do the same thing onto that one. And then also, like I said, I wasn't sure about these side skirts. So these are definitely coming off now. And I ordered some smaller ones, you know, they're very subtle. And they're actually for this car, these were generic. So those will come off, but that's obviously gonna be last. And then the wheels, I don't wanna sand these again. It was a pain in the butt to sand them. So I'm gonna get them sandblasted and powder coated. We're gonna go with the dark bronze like we originally wanted to do, and then do yellow Brimbos. It's gonna look very nice. We're gonna get it all done. And then also for the soft top, I'm gonna go with the Ballad Motorsports carbon fiber hard top. It's gonna look super nice. It's gonna look just like Vlad's car because his is the CR, and the Ballad has a pretty much like very, very accurate replica of the OEM hardtop. So it's super nice. I'm gonna go with that. But as far as the rear, there's not really any damage. The bumper is scratched up, but that's no problem. And then also we're going to put this Grady single exit onto the car because I really liked how it sounded on Vlad's car. Plus he sold it to me for a killer deal. So we're gonna slap that on. And then also I do have some N1 Industry coilovers on the way. That way we can get the ride height where we want it. I can't wait. Honestly, it looks pretty good, but I might lift it up a bit because when I was driving it, it rubbed a lot. But we'll see when all that comes in, guys. Stay tuned. Also, guys, I'd like to get your input. Would you like to see a couple episodes on this, or should we just bang it out in one episode? Let me know down in the comments below. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It really helps us. Drop a like and let us know what you thought of the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.